Before we get started, we wanted to thank Matchstick Golf for being our first title sponsor. Matchstick is a custom designer of ball markers based in Portland, Oregon, that was born out of its founder getting sick and tired of trying to find cool ball markers that weren't huge, heavy poker chips that didn't cost $300 on eBay. Matchstick's markers include the one-eyed alligator from Happy Gilmore, a stack of cash that will have you putting for dough. Right now, Matchstick is offering 15% off your first order at matchstickgolf.com with the code MuniciPals. So head on over to matchstickgolf.com, enter MuniciPals at checkout, tell them Big C in Ashton sent you.
How hard did you push it? Till I black out? Yes. Numerous times, yes.
What's happening, MuniciPals? This is Big C. We got some special guests with us tonight. We got the Calamari Airlines Golf Boys, aka Mari Vision, 69K Gold, Shoot 69, Mari Boys, Kyle and Gordon. What's happening, fellas?
What is goody?
What's up? Great intro.
Oh,
That was really good.
That was a strong start.
You know, I had a list.
Goosebumps.
I had my little, prep here. So have to go hard for the boys. I mean, these guys have been showing up, coming out strong to the Muni Madness out at Wildwood, and just stoked to have you boys on.
We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, big time.
So explain to the listeners who are Calamari, who represents Calamari. What is Calamari Airlines Golf? Because Calamari Airlines Golf, that is a mouthful in itself. So you got to explain to these people what the brand is representing.
Gordon, you want to take that one?
Yeah, it's just like a collage of everything we're interested in, from the perspective of, ex-skateboarders turned golfers, pretty much, so even like down to the airlines, like that's like an ode to an old skateboard company that had this like rad skater, Nautius Capatis, and it's called Santa Monica Airlines. And it was just like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, and it also just always coexists with like, as far as the airlines factor, we had a homie ask us that just the other day, right? Because it is Calamari Golf. But as far as like our user handle fucks with people, it's like says Calamari Airlines. Well, it's like we're always on a flight. You know what I'm saying? We're always putting trees in the air, having a good time, keeping the vibe going. So maybe that's some of it too. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm with Gordon on that. It's like we got a split level. We got like you said, it is a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the handle is
It couldn't be any more simple at the same time.
Exactly.
So you guys kind of remind me of when I was skating back in my day, kind of like shorties, where you're all kind of about the accessories. Like, I don't think many people skated shorties boards. I mean, you did if you wanted the Muska line when he was putting some stuff out with them. But like, you represent like shorties. Everybody always bought their
like Black Panther bearings or their Black Star grip tape or whatever it was called.
You got it.
Right.
Like all their subsidiaries that they had, and you guys kind of come out with those things where you guys had like the horny tees and the slimers. So like you can definitely get the skateboarding vibe coming down that with the releases you guys have been putting out.
Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure. Like it, we appreciate it. And that's definitely like we've always kind of thought of ourselves a little bit as like kind of a golf hardware company. You know what I'm saying? And it's opened up opportunities for us to be able to like not put a lid on what we do, right? Like, and it doesn't put a lid on perhaps like the people that we get a chance to work with, right? Because there's never really a conflict of interest, right? Yeah. So it's definitely one of our ways that we were able to get involved in the golf culture, and try to just be a part of the game we love a little bit more than just playing, you know what I'm saying? So kind of a fun contribution. And I think it goes without saying, like, we never really, planned on it even getting as remotely attractive to other people as it was. It was just something that we did, you know what I mean? And so kind of cool to see that organic traction that it's gotten.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where MuniciPals came from as well. I went on a golf trip with Ashton, the co-host of the podcast, who lives in San Francisco, and we've never met. We just went on this podcast. Anybody that's listened to this probably heard this story multiple times. And we went on this 4-day trip, became best friends. And then a couple weeks later, I hit him up and I said, yo, we vibe so hard that we have to do something together. And
right.
So we came up with, a public golf podcast that represents the everyday people, the guys that are grinding it out 3 days a week at their local tracks. And we wanted to showcase those people because everybody and I'm not trying to throw darts at anybody, but everybody in golf, on podcasts, things like this, it's kind of a little bit of a clout chasing mission where everybody's kind of trying to play the most expensive tracks, the most sought after tracks, stuff like that. Where,
totally, dude.
I'm going out and playing Peninsula
dude,
Golf Club.
Such a bummer.
Yeah. And I'm showcasing Wildwood out here in Eastmoreland. And we're trying to showcase these courses that we all play on a regular basis and people should fucking know about. Because it's where the everyman golfer can afford to play. Not everybody can go and pay $150, $180 to go play some of these tracks. And like we were talking before the pod started, we enjoy going to play, the Reserve and Pumpkin and Stone Creek and Langdon here and there. But are we going to spend $90 to $150 on a regular basis to go out and play? No, we like to play 3-4 days a week and $40-$50 is our fucking go-to rate. So,
for sure. Or even if you could take some trashes out and get a round that way, or put new windshield wiper blades on the owners of the golf course's car. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get a wave.
Get out there.
Just anything
with your caddy bag,
get ice for the bar, right? For Becky at Merriweather. So shouts to Merriweather. So. Yeah, anything you can do to sneak those rounds in to avoid those big boy costs. Because
dude.
Gordon said it the best. Honestly, he's just honestly, skateboarding is fucking way more fun and it's way cheaper.
Yeah, dude, we could just literally go put our board on a sidewalk and just endless entertainment. But at the same time, golf and skateboarding have so much in common, especially the way progression works, the you versus yourself mentality. And that's what's so cool is the people who play those larger, more expensive courses, at the end of the day, they're still going to geek out with the dudes at the local muni track who, also works on course management and likes to break shit down and just have a good time. So, I mean, it's tight how at the same time, a lot like skateboarding and everything, different tiers of people and different disciplines can all kind of coexist, especially with the sort of event you're throwing, man. That Muni Madness stuff, dude, it sounds like a complete melting pot. You want to tell us a little bit about that? You just had your last round.
Just had our last round here out at Wildwood for the season. Going to start back up in spring, but that's kind of my whole mentality with any of these events that we throw is to kind of get people of all different walks of life together. We had PGA pros with David Patterson, who's out at out in Washougal, come out and play, to your 7 handicap Joe Schmoes like me. And then we got the Maury boys out there coming out and, we got Don Merkin coming out in macho Randy Savage shorts cut off.
Yeah.
And the entire, entity of what it is just incredible because it just brings people together into a common bond of we all love fucking golf, but it's not forcing anyone to, be out of their comfort zone. Every hole is might be 150 yards, up to 80 yards. And, you hit a bad shot, fuck it, you got the next hole.
Or just drop another ball, dude.
Yeah.
Have another hit, dude.
That's it.
No shit. No shit, dude.
It's just a fucking good vibe out there. We've really enjoyed the Muni Madness shit, and it's been great to see like the Muni kids come out and the Calamari golf guys come out, and like Matchstick Golf, you know, our title sponsor, Dane, has been absolutely fucking great out there, and a great video is going to be coming out for, you know, through Matchstick Golf about Muni Madness, which is going to be really, really sick that he's editing now. So, you know, and that'll have all of us encapsulated in that. So I'm really juiced on that shit.
Some more light to that. Yeah, shed more light to that too, for sure. Because although the Instagram stuff is dope, and
we got a little dropout. Our first dropout.
There we go. How we living?
Yep, you're good.
Living good. Shut the Wi-Fi off, and we're living good, dude.
Oh,
he's back.
I'm back, dude. Just a mess, dude. You know what I'm saying? No, but it will be cool to. What I was saying is that it'll be nice to see a video and see some of the stuff that, you know, you don't get to see on IG and stuff, and some more clips, shed some more light to that shit, because that was a vibe out there, man.
Yeah, because it's something hard to explain to somebody. Like, birdies are the only thing that fucking matter. Pick up your ball,
Right.
Somebody else gets a birdie. Like,
right.
You explain that, and people in their brain that have played normal golf are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That sounds stupid as hell." And then
I
you
like
go
the
out
razzing.
there. Yeah. And like talking in people's shots, like getting their face when they're putting, like it's all about making people
putting.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Oh,
dude,
we had only time I've seen it, and I've ran so many Muni Madnesses at this point. We had Aaron was putting for his solo birdie, and one of the guys out there, Cole, ends up hitting his ball with his putter. He was like swinging it over his line. And so I had to create a new rule I never thought I'd have to create, where it's like, yo, if you cause something like that ever again, nobody has to pay $1, but you have to pay 20 to the person you hit their ball.
I think it's only fair.
Yeah, because it cost all of us $1. Like, we were all really chill about it. I thought the entire group was like laughing. You know, we all took it as a joke, but
for sure,
going on from there, I don't think anybody would have been chill if that kept fucking happening. So
real quick shout out to our fucking Mari bro Merkin too, for chirping people about their practice swings. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's fucking funny. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You guys say, you know, it's a rule. I get it, you know, but sometimes you forget, right? No practice swings.
Merkin will not.
And no, he's not going to stand for that shit.
No.
And he made sure the new kid that came out for his first time got roasted the first time.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, bro. On God,
this poor kid,
bro. It was funny, bro. No, it was good. He took it like the guy took it like. Of course he did. No, it was all in good fun, but definitely Merkin, he had some juice behind it. I thought it was pretty funny.
And then Merk took his money 2 holes later.
And then Merk took his money for the Mari boys 2 holes later, dude. Let's go. He's lucky his girl wasn't there. He's taking his chick too.
Merk had to go pay his chick. He was talking about it on the green. So.
Oh, brutal.
Oh man. But so both you guys based out of Portland? Or did you grow up anywhere outside of Portland?
Yeah, we knew each other originally, Southern Oregon. Okay. We met through a mutual friend and got to playing golf together, and then just kept like having a good time, hanging out, playing good rounds. We had this thing like every Tuesday night called Boys Night at Scout Golf. Shout out Scout Golf in Beaverton. And we just get together, drink beers, play like simulator. And then we just kind of got stony one night, and we started talking about, you know, having a golf company. And we just joke about it constantly. It became like almost like a big like mom joke, like a big like 69 joke, just like just an array of immature jokes. But
for sure, it did. Like the roots started for sure on Gordon's birthday. One night we were up here, and his lovely wife and my lovely wife and some other friends went out to a bar up here, and
the way back.
And The Way Back. Shout out to the Way Back. That's not open anymore.
Yeah.
How great is it that we're talking golf and you went to a bar called the Way Back?
Yeah. Makes sense. I remember taking a badass like embossed leather coaster. Like I stole a coaster from there. And dude, I'm bumming because it's a karma thing because I lost it, right? But I was pumped that I was able to acquire it. Then heard that it got shut down, so then losing the coaster stung a little more. But to get back to the story, we were there at the Way Back for his birthday, and that was definitely where things got out of hand. And it started with looking on OfferUp to buy a boat, which neither of us really at that point needed. There was no reason for either of us to buy a boat, right? Let alone the boat that we were looking at looked like somebody would have it up on OfferUp in the free section, but instead they did have a price on it. So we were trying to like negotiate, or I should say Gordon was negotiating with this gal, like just letting her have it, just lowballing the shit out of her in the same like instance as we're trying to buy this boat. We're like, dude, let's just start a golf company. You know what I mean? And from there, the conversation just went through all kinds of different hypotheticals and all kinds of different laughs. And just like he said, some fucking jokes here and there. And yes, that kept progressing through these boys' nights, you know what I mean? Joke around. And the next thing you know, it was like, well, let's just make some teas. Let's make this. We're going to be a heart, and then from there, it definitely did. Like, there are so many parallels that it was nice to like maybe bring some light to like skateboarding and the parallels between skateboarding and golf, as Gordon mentioned earlier. So it just seemed to happen like, super organically, not to overuse the word, but it just did, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, go with nature. So we just went with nature and had like zero expectations other than just to fucking put some smiles on people's faces and maybe even perhaps put some golf clubs in people's hands that normally wouldn't have them in their hands. Right. So kind of cool to be a part of that.
I think what I really loved about Calamari when I first met you guys was, and something that we always talk about on the pod, is bringing another entity to golf that didn't exist prior. And something that you guys kind of bring to golf is an entire different genre of people, like you were just saying, that might not necessarily have been involved or been introduced into the game. And I think, like you were saying, it's an individual sport. But one thing that coincides with skateboarding, and if anybody that's hung out at a skate park, everybody wants you to fucking hit that trick. Every single person in that skate park is rooting you on. Yeah. And it's the same thing when you're in a foursome when you're playing golf. I don't care if money's on the line or anything. Yeah, you might get a little upset if your boy tucks it in tight and fucking takes your money. But it's also fucking so stoked to see your boy like shoot low.
Yep.
And you're really everybody's out
I don't see a lot of that. But that sounds great, dude.
You got to come play the MuniciPals more then.
I guess so.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
I guess so. You guys got to put me on game, dude.
Maybe we're too fucking nice.
Maybe, dude. Man. No, I fuck with you though on that. So, in a sense of like, I will say I do like the fact of that attitude as far as skateboarding. No matter, I think you do get a lot of the same support no matter the skill level, and I think that's important, right? There's some things where it's like, okay, come on, but all in all, right? It doesn't matter the skill level. It doesn't matter if you're whatever. Somewhere. That's exactly right. And that's you gotta have a sense of humility to play the game, right? Just like you gotta have a sense of humility to skateboard and do a lot of individual sports because there's no one to blame, right? In a sense. So, with that said, there are a lot of parallels with that because you gotta have some humility. And dude, there's no reason for anybody to feel a certain way, and that's where that support comes in, and it correlates with a lot of that skateboarding camaraderie, right, if you will. Just like the other day, we went downtown with my oldest, and Uncle Gordon was in town, right, working, and we were able to slide and grab some pizza, and he was stoked to see him, and here's Gordon rummaging downtown Portland through fucking bums shit, right? The shit they making their houses from, you know what I mean? You got some plywood over here, cone over there, broken mailbox here, an egg crate, stack it up, make a little hip. Like, that's it, right? You know what I mean? So, dude, you get these outside people supporting you, right? I mean, dude, Cuddy had never even tried to like kickflip anything that big, right? But it's like you came out of nowhere, right? It's almost like a prophet can't be a prophet in his own his village sometimes, right? Like he pushed you pushed him a different way than I can push him for whatever reason, you know? And I think that golf can be that same way when you get around the right people and the people that want to support you and people that want to support you. It doesn't matter the skill level, you know?
Yep. Everyone just helps you level up.
And I would give big ups to our boys, Max and Drew over at MuniKids, because I think those are two guys that make all of us want to level up all the time. Because anytime I go out and play with those boys or go into the shop and just see Drew hit fucking drivers on their goddamn simulator and blast them over 300
so
yards,
with it, dude.
And he's like $130 wet. Like,
have you ever heard a shotgun go off, dude?
Oh my God, it's fucking ridiculous. Like I could throw Drew across the room. Yeah, that's how skinny this guy is.
Dude,
and he
Calamari Invitational champions for a reason. They are certified 69 karat gold. Certified.
Yeah.
Go off
people
right now.
To take
who's got the double jacket? Which one of them?
Double jacket?
Well, they both got the double jackets because tell them how the jackets work every year.
Yeah. So there's we choose 2 people who contribute to the golf community in some way, or bring light within our circle of friends. And it's kind of like you can't just choose one, so we just choose 2, the ultimate pairing, people who we think could do some powerful work together or something, kind of like a Thrasher Skater of the Year. And then right after the winners are announced, we provide them with a 69 karat gold jacket. And the year before they were the second annual, I think it was.
Calamari, it was the second annual when they were the ones that we hooked up with the jackets, just how much they contributed to the invite that year.
They heat pressed the jacket.
And every year. Yeah. No, they helped a lot with the manufacturing and they they hosted us at the neighborhood golf shop, and we had a fucking party that you know what I mean? People were spilling out the fucking windows, right? You know what I'm saying? So we I saw those were the good ass homies, bro, and definitely be seeing their eyes get real wide a couple of times during the party, oh shit, but it was all good, dude. And yes, so they got the jackets that one year, and then they fucking straight won them up, so they double dipped last year.
Gold makes gold.
Gold makes gold, baby. But yeah, they came out swinging for sure. It was fun to watch.
Let people know what the Invitational is. We need a little background on what the Invitational is.
Gordon hit him with it.
Yeah, oh, dude. It started with us just having a infatuation with Coalwood. Just their driving, just meeting up.
That's where we used to always meet.
That was a common ground for us to meet up when we first started golfing together. And then we were just dude, this would be the best place to have a tournament. And then we just decided to have the first annual Calamari Invitational on a month's notice with all our friends. We have friends in Southern Oregon.
Dude, Portland. It wasn't a month. It was set. We played that bitch in 7 days, dog.
Ah, yeah. And that was on
the next year, the second one we did in a month. But dude, we did that first one in 7 days, G. Bro, it was insane. What were we thinking?
I don't know. But it works out. So we're 3 deep now. Gonna do our 4th. And we're gonna start inviting people here pretty soon. And we wanna kind of build it up, There's some people that won't be coming back this year. There's some people that will. But it's more about we want to kind of try and make sure everyone can get included at some point. Because there's only so many T slots. And
there's only so many T slots. And here's the deal. Butts will be hurt. That's just how it goes. We've be saying that since this year. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but you know what? We've had an awesome support the last few years. And the first one, I think we had we planned it in 7 days. And I think we had 21 people show up. And that was really cool, you know what I mean? And we had broken skateboards with fucking all kinds of random shit hot glued to it as a trophy and shit. You know what I mean? Made shit we've been making shit in the basement since day one, right? So And then the second year, we stepped it up a little bit. We gave ourselves a little bit more planning room. And I think we had like 30 something people. We were maxed out. I can't remember. And this year was like, how many people we had, six. We had 6 people tee off on 9 holes. Imagine that. So we were even more of a full flight this year. So it's pretty cool. It's usually it's the tournament's a 9-hole 2-man scramble, and then there's a 3-hole playoff for the 2 top teams. So you could shoot 5 deep and somebody goes 1 deep, and those 2 teams are going to essentially play in a playoff. So, and we turn that playoff hole into essentially a big party hole for everybody. So now everyone gets to walk those 3 holes, maybe get to meet some people that they didn't get to because they weren't playing with them, or hang with people with them because they weren't, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you get to watch it and maybe put some pressure on it. This year was really fucking dope. Like, we got to see like some shit, right? You know what I mean? It was really fucking fun. And like you felt like, I mean, it fucking meant something. So it was, you could feel it in the air. It was fucking fun. It might've been the mushrooms too, but I don't know. It felt good.
Yeah.
Might have been them. It might have been
we had Bowski actually take the jacket, the 69 karat gold jacket this year, as far as like, golfer of the year goes. And then we had Kyle Phillips take the other one.
Just a total bro. Total bro. Pillar to the golf community, pillar to fucking originality and style for sure. And just a really good person. But Bowski just absolutely crushed. I mean, dude, that how we met Bowski was just incredible. I mean, that just goes to show how incredible the internet is, to where it was like, the first time that fucking I met Bowski, the motherfucker was sleeping on my couch. You know what I mean? Never met him in my life. Like, come kick it with us. And everyone was open arms, and it was just wild, right? Like, I mean, we met over the internet, and then we had realized geographically how close Bowski and Gordon had lived together, because at that point, Gordon had relocated to Southern California. I was still up in Portland. And so it was just wild.
So
and then they started
like a mile and a half away.
And then they started kicking it like on a regular, and it just went with nature, right? It was really cool,
They're
man.
legit cats.
So if anybody has seen the Sunday golf bag advertisement on Instagram, you know Bowski. He's the boy with the long curly hair.
God, if you have the internet,
If you have the internet,
you're not escaping our boy, dude.
Yeah,
dude. There's no way. If you have social media and you fuck with
he's
golf,
the right kind of black hole, dude. He'll just, dude. He warps space time the whole 9, dude. He does it all.
Yeah. He's a good fucking guy, man, for sure. And that was kind of, honestly, for me at least, that seemed as if that was like a kind of an eye opener. I'm like, holy shit! Like, Gordon and I are in the truck. We're at the airport picking up this guy. I don't know. It was just really a fun feeling, right? And so that was when it was like, damn, this is, when this year came around, it was like, dude, we had probably over a third of the people came from Southern California, right? So just the growth amazing. And the our West Coast community growth was so apparent, and it was humbling. It was cool as shit, man, to experience it, to meet people that you've talked to like via text messages or in the direct messages or what have you. And then you get to like kick it with them. It's almost just like you pick up right where you left off from your last text. So it's pretty cool, I will say. That shit is cool, man.
Yeah, and it rages. Like, we play rounds all around, Portland before, the initial, like, the match on Saturday. So it becomes more about like almost like 3 days of just golfing with all your friends, family reunion style. And dude, hey, you know what? I think Kyle will agree with me. On behalf of Calamari Airlines, consider yourself the first invitation.
There you go.
4th annual.
Hey, I appreciate
you plus one, dude. We'll see you there, man.
One.
Oh, that'll be the co-host Ashton for sure. He will definitely be coming out.
Love it, dude. You guys ever do mushrooms?
Hey, in my past life, there's definitely been some plenty of consumption of that.
Well,
really?
I don't know about anytime present.
Well, that's all right.
We'll
I mean,
see
hey,
what happens there.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What, as far as like golf courses go, municipal golf courses, where would be the golf course you would trip on mushrooms at?
Municipal public course, Northwood.
Or hey, any golf course. We'll just open it up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Northwood would be one because I would think I would be walking through the forest with Ewoks. You literally
Okay.
feel like you're in the middle of Star Wars when you're playing Northwood, like especially when the fog's just sitting there. It's just the most trippy experience because they're 150, 200-year-old redwood trees engulfed in this golf course.
Where's that at? Drop a pin.
That's in Northern California. That's actually the course that Max just played with his girl on the way back.
Oh, okay.
From Cali. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
So super, one of my favorite courses out there. You know what? I think Chambers Bay would be pretty incredible.
Really?
Chambers Bay or Sheep Ranch
on the Sound
down in Bandon. Just because Sheep Ranch has all the trippy ghost trees out there.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I can see that.
It just wide open space. It's just like I have a feeling I'd probably run through the entire course, like not playing the holes the way they're supposed to.
I would just end up playing putter the whole time.
I'd probably be playing like just random holes and like
the world's
off in the
biggest
middle of fairways.
course.
Yeah,
dude,
like,
for sure. What'd you shoot? 237. Just fucking.
How many
I shot
balls
a
you lose?
420.
I don't know.
Oh fuck, dude. Gordon, what's your favorite course that you've ever played on mushrooms, bro? I know mine.
Colwood was legit.
Colwood is fun, actually.
Actually, it's really nice. Not too far to walk, just like kind of short.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the only one I've. No.
Go Hill Park.
Go Hill Park.
Yeah,
dude.
but didn't you eat mushrooms at right before the invitational when we played pumpkin at Witchy?
Oh, we did pumpkin. That's right.
Oh yeah, dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like fucking.
That was incredible.
I felt fucking terrific.
Those
I didn't
chocolates.
even really. They were terrific.
Perfect. Yeah,
Bowski. We had Bowski out there first time he ever tripped. Dude, got this.
He went barefoot.
Fucking lost his shoes, dude. You know what I mean?
Lost his shoes, dude. Looking up at the canopy, like, oh, whoa, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Just
that was
blown.
fucking. Yep.
Which is kind of like that too with all the trees, though. I mean,
we played Witch
out there.
We played Witch.
Yeah.
We played Witch.
Witch is a great track.
Is Ghost the private one then?
No, Ghost is public. Witch is private.
I don't think we played Witch. I think we played Ghost.
We played Ghost.
Yeah. Ghost is a little bit more open.
No, we played Ghost.
I was about to say you guys. That is a test to get on the private and do that.
No, we don't got it like that.
No, we definitely.
But hey,
don't have
someday, dude.
Someday, yeah.
We want to do a tournament there called the Joker Classic, like a match play tournament there someday. That's Pumpkin Ridge, dude. Fucking crazy ass place.
Dude, let's go, dude. And you have to have people that
doing
like
a Halloween bash.
No, you guys will have to do
jumping out of the trees, dude. Constantly fucking with people for sure,
dude. Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, Calamari, Golf, Pumpkin Ridge.
Set it up, Chris. Sounds like you got it all dialed, dude. Set it up.
Right when you guys said that, I just thought of like Hobgoblin, the orange dude that used to throw the pumpkins that exploded. Ooh, I could see that.
Like Headless Horseman.
Go.
Yep.
A Headless Horseman, dude.
Sleepy Hollow guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Man.
I don't know. And we shout out to Cool Bus. One of our athletes, Cool Bus Colin.
Yeah, dude.
Such an absolute stud. I believe. I don't want to, but I'm pretty sure that we popped his mushroom cherry at Wildwood.
That would be an interesting one.
It is an interesting one. I've definitely eaten mushrooms a couple times out at Wildwood. It's one of my favorites. Shouts to Ryan Wildwood out there. The place fucks. It's where the fucking fairies live. That's what my woman says. The place fucks, bro. But yeah, Colin came up here for the invitational. He drove his bus up here from Southern California, and he stayed up here for like another 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, no, he left it. He was like 30 days deep or something like that. Around that, I mean, I was having a good old time. So, shouts to Colin though. My man does it, and yeah, so he did some mushrooms out at Wildwood and played, and it was a vibe out there, and that was gangsome, right? There was a bunch of us. So that was a fun day. That was a fun day too. But yeah, Wildwood is the place, man. Whew. Place is beautiful.
See, and this is again the reason why, you know, Calamari is so fucking legit, because again, anybody, any type of person from any walk of the fucking life can play golf and be interested in this game. It doesn't matter if you guys want to go out there and trip on fucking mushrooms, or if you want to pound a 12 pack by the 9th hole, or if you want to just go out there and take your boy's money. Like, golf is for everyone. And I think that's the one thing that everybody fucking loves about this game is just like, and what we've noticed about Muni Madness, like that shit, everybody is welcome to that. And it's fucking great. Like, I mean, that's my favorite part about golf. When did you both start playing golf?
Well, I started, like, I grew up playing all kinds of sports. Like, I played basketball and baseball, and then and actually skateboarded too. It was like right on the cusp, it seemed like, where skateboarding was, you were kind of able to skateboard and play sports, but not really, right? There was still that like barrier to where now it's like skateboarding so much more socially accepted than it was then. There's not that segregation between like jocks and skateboarders. There is, right? But it wasn't as apparent, say, in like the 80s and the 90s, the early 90s, right? So sports for sure, skateboarding, and during baseball seasons when I found myself 10, 11, 12, 13-ish, going out and playing, but having zero skill. All I was doing was just see ball, hit ball, right? Which kind of is probably what I should still get back to. I'd probably be better at that. But so it wasn't anything you took serious. And then I got like later into my late 20s when skateboarding injuries started to be a little bit more apparent. And then, like, you know, I had a kiddo, and my first kiddo, and it kind of was like, damn, you know, you kind of gotta, you know, take it a little easier. So it seemed like golf started to kind of be a little bit more playing like a beer league and do this, you know what I mean? And that was probably in my mid 20s. I'm 37 now. So that was maybe a few years after that is when I maybe started paying attention to like, man, this is like, I really want to fuck with this, you know? And then it started to get to, I think we all know, like, you get bit and then it's just a wrap, you know what I mean? So somewhere in there, somewhere in that window, I got fucking fully bit, and then it just kind of becomes kind of a party, you know what I mean? Your day to day, if you will. But that's it for me. Gordon,
What about you,
when did you start playing, Dougie?
2017, Eagles Landing out there in like Happy Valley.
Yep. Nice little par 3 course.
Yeah. Amazing par 3 course. I went on a skate trip, and I actually like got two like bursitis on both of my hips, 2 different like slams I took on the trip. And so like I kind of shied away from skateboarding because I was like, oh man, I can't I can't be like showing up to shoots and work and just like limping around. It's not really the best look. So I started going to Eagles Landing and playing like this little par 3 course. I mean, every hole I think is like 40 yards. It's so small. And then that just kind of spiraled out of control. And I hit up Kyle because I knew that back in the day he was golfing a lot. And then he just plugged me in, honestly. He plugged me into that Scout Golf out in Beaverton. He plugged me into like showing me courses and all sorts of rad shit. And I don't know, I guess that's kind of when I got the bug, is when I realized I could just kind of hang out, get some fresh air and not get hurt, smoke a bunch of weed, you know, cop a buzz, you know, and just see what happens, you know?
Yep.
So it's just been a great way to like unwind and relax. And
big time.
Yeah, big time.
It's funny too, because you kind of see that in the skateboarding community really happening. Like, you know, Sean Malto and Costin and like a lot of these dudes, you know, that I grew up with back in the day are now golfing. Like even Rodney Mullen picked it up during COVID, which I thought was a trip to see that dude.
Really?
Out there. He's so cerebral and
I missed that though, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Like he's out there, you know, playing, and
I would like to golf with Rodney Mullen. That would be honestly pretty bizarre.
Because he's into physics too.
He's meta, like he's way up there, like bright dude. Like, and you know, I used to actually he used to come to San Jose when I was young because Dwan Song lived out there for a while, and like we used to see them both skating around downtown all the time.
Dude,
so like I used to run into
you seen
like
Cheese and Crackers, dude?
Shout out to Almost Round 3, dude.
Jeez.
like so
Day
I grew up
one
in
has
San
got
Jose
it going on.
skating, and like the amount of skaters that came out of there, like we used to run into Steve Cab like regularly. He used to come into my homie's Mexican restaurant all the time. And like, you know, Tony Hawk was up there at the Van skate park regularly with his kids. And it was just like, you know, so we grew up kind of in that. Now seeing those guys get into the sport that I was better at, 'cause I was a fucking shitty skater. I skated because I enjoyed it and I loved hanging out with the homies. And it's funny because like now I'm like the guy that's like, you know, up there playing golf, you know, at a little bit higher level. And all my homies that I skated with back in the day are now getting into golf. And they're the boys that are just like happy to be out there. Yeah. Where it was like me when we skated, I was just happy to be out there with the homies. So it's kind of a fun juxtaposition there. But like I mean, it's so crazy, the coalition, you know, the how skating kind of just comes together with golf, and how both genres are kind of fucking crossing. And I think that's a great thing for golf, because I know I'm tired of what I call old man fucking golf. And I'm tired of these dudes that are running these courses, making it difficult for people to get into golf and enjoy this shit. Like, we need to get the youth involved. Like, that's why I think we all appreciate Ryan out at Wildwood, because the dude is reinvigorating like golf here in Portland at his course. And it's just something you don't see every day, and something I hate on Heron Lakes all the fucking time, because their starters
Heron,
out there.
You don't like Heron?
I'm not hating on the courses themselves.
Okay.
I'm hating on the old man fucking starters that they always have running the ship out there.
They do. They got their little dog.
They got their
dude. And they think they're just like the police of the golf course out there, and they're yelling at people and they treat people like shit. And I'm just like, dude, you need to just like pump your brakes. You're out here retired, just trying to get free golf. You need to just.
For sure. I mean, I get there's definitely a fucking avenue for sure to that. I think that it's kind of like good cop, bad cop. I've experienced some pretty shitbird starters for sure, but I've experienced, just like you're saying, the cooler, like a retired guy, perhaps, that's like definitely a little bit cooler. You know what I mean? Maybe enjoying his morning a little bit more than the next guy, for sure. But man, I have noticed, like, it's hard. You try to just kill those guys with kindness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I tell my son, right, he's a skateboarder and a golfer, hell of a golfer, but he's just in love with skateboarding and has been for a while right now. And so when he leaves, you know, even his mom and I say, hey man, just be respectful, do your thing, right? Like, because there's a, you know, a perspective, right? Everything's in perspective. So you got people kind of like judging, perhaps, you know, young kids, right? And so those starters look at as young kids. You got guys maybe even approaching 40 perhaps, and we're still kiddos to them, you know? And so it is hard to break that barrier down. But, you know, Gordon's always like influenced me to like, always like, just kill him with kindness, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to get worked up, because just like when we send our kiddo out, like, he is actually going to curve that person's opinion if he is kind and he looks a certain way or acts a certain way, you know? So there's a balance to that, you know, for sure. And I agree with you 100% that it does need to change. And hopefully by each interaction, you know, from a positive reaction, you know, to some of these old fuckers, dude, maybe they can change maybe we can soften them up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, never hurts to like slip them a pre-roll, you know, before you get started. They smoke too. Sure. I'm telling you,
or
they smoke.
Just an edible, dude. You know what I mean? Just a little chocolate with his coffee.
Guys.
Hey,
I can see that.
Go out to Tilden Park in Berkeley. They will love you guys. Every single starter and marshal out there, they roll up on every group asking people for weed. And they're like,
shit,
they should. As they should.
Yeah.
Extortion.
60, 70-year-old hippies out there that are just like loving life, retirees, not getting paid to be there, but they're just like living life to their fullest up in the wilderness of Berkeley.
I'm gonna fill out an application.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. I think we got the
sounds terrific,
dude.
I was gonna say, it sounds terrific. What am I sitting here talking to these guys for? Let's get me out of here. No, fuck, that sounds terrific.
So
that sounds terrific.
with what Calamari represents, what do you guys want to bring to the game or see change with kind of the brand and what you guys are doing? I know that's kind of a funny fucking thing to ask two degenerates here, but
Gordon, you can take this one.
We want to see
Gordon, what do you think?
people. I think we want to see people put more love into golf. You know,
I love that.
I think we want them to like just take care of it. You know, and just keep putting more love into it, because like that's what's making everything go so well right now. Is like everyone's just so insanely passionate about golf. They're discovering it for the first time, and I just want to. I think we want to use Calamari as like a way to communicate that like passion, you know, right back at our audience or like people who are interested in us. I don't think we want to change anything on like the product level or anything like that. We just want to be there in your bag. And yeah, just put more love into it. I think that's what it's all about. What about for you, Kyle?
No, I literally I don't have anything to add to that. Like that definitely sums it up in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? I will just retort back to like when we first started, like we started it humbly, like just for fun. So it is like Gordon and I still get a kick and love like when we hear from people. Like, you know, we get like overwhelming responses to all kinds of, whether it's a drop or like, dude, keep fucking doing what you're doing.
Yep.
So that's all I'm going to add to it. So right there, it speaks for itself as far as like, you know, we've been trying to put the love back in it, and we're definitely getting it back, and we appreciate that shit.
Yeah. Thanks for the platform, dude. Like our first podcast.
Hey, I'm
maybe
glad
our last, dude.
Sure, dude.
No, we will for sure have you guys on again. I think for me though, Calamari represents family. And I think that's what I got out of meeting, you know, I've only met Gordon once out at Urban Golf. I met you this last coming week. And, you know, I've met Kyle many times through Urban Golf and coming out to Muni Madness, and same with Merck as well. And I think the instant like family feel that I got from you guys is I think what I would encapsulate Calamari Golf as is, if you fuck with Calamari, they're going to fuck with you. And it's just that, you know, welcomeness to the brand and welcomeness to all. And I think that's the thing that I thought was so sick about Calamari. Like when people would ask me, because I'd post your guys' stuff, like when you tag me and stuff, they'd be like, we get responses all the time, be like, what the fuck is Calamari Airlines? and like
that's such a Calamari confusion.
Yeah,
what a terrific question. Yeah, that we gotta get that going. The Calamari confusion for sure.
And
that's
like,
a real fucking thing.
I never had an explanation to them, and then like after I actually met you guys, I would be like, nah, they're a golf family. Like, and that's how I'd explain it to people. I would be like, if you pick up their products, they're gonna treat you just as family. And even if you don't pick up their products and you just fuck with them and follow them and comment on their shit, they're going to treat you like family. And I thought that was the easiest way to explain it to people, was just like, yo, it's a family of golfers that just love the game. And so if I could sum it up,
yeah, it's a family, dude. We all have hot wives.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
sure. God bless our wives, dude.
Yeah, for sure. God bless our wives for putting up with us. Like the amount of fucking dumbass jokes that go through the FaceTimes that our wives get to overhear are just terrific. Hopefully they're writing them down to where they can like maybe use it later. I don't know.
You got to get a Calamari book of everything that they've gotten.
Oh, I'm sure they have something somewhere. I know they both got gold jackets. That's for sure.
As they should. The wives should be gifted jackets.
They should. They got blessed. The Muni boys actually doubled up. It was a total fucking class act on the
certified gold.
Certified gold boys right there, bro. They doubled up.
Carrot.
They blessed them, bro. They took and they said, hey, the Mari wives, the Mari boy wives, man, they need to have these gold jackets. So they kept their joints, and then the ones that they won, and they donated them they blessed the wives with them. So that was kind of a cool moment at the tournament. So fuck all you motherfuckers, get ready. If you get an invitation, if you even think that I'm telling you, man, you guys better get ready. Keep your eyes out. Keep your ears out for the invites, because they will not last long, and they're probably only going to come once, and there's going to be butts that get hurt. So just get with it or quit it.
Hey, I got a big coat closet, and it's missing a fucking gold jacket. So I'm excited. I'm excited for your
second round of shots fired from Big C.
Hey, I'm coming for the Muni kids' heads this year. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
We'll see.
Damn, they told us they were going back to back. They said they were going back to back. They told me day of.
Well,
Muni kids told me, Max and Drew told us they do beat cheeks. They fuck. And they said they were going back to back day of. Like their jackets, they were still fucking warm from the heat press. And they told us that they were going to go back to back.
Yep.
So,
oh, it's all right. Max and Drew are going to listen to this shit and just laugh when they hear me fucking shoot fucking shots at them, because they've seen my game, and they're just going to laugh. So
no, I will say, man.
But I got to be confident.
To Max, man. He goes out there and fucking. He does his damn thing for sure. He's a slice of humble pie. He's always fun to play with. Always a good vibe. Smoke's always in the air, and he's always throwing fucking darts. And Drew's always a fucking pleasure too. You know what I'm saying? That guy is just like, he hits absolute fucking piss missiles. It's just insane. It's fun to watch. So if you're ever in the area, anybody shouts to anybody that fucking gets a chance to play with the Muni Boys, I suggest you put that on your radar. Fun guys to play with.
Hell yeah. So yes, check out. We always shout out Muni kids. Everybody knows Muni kids. We shout them out all the time. But please check out Calamari Airlines Golf. Is it just Calamari Airlines on?
Just call it Calamari Airlines. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Calamari Airlines on IG.
Yo, can we thank some? We should thank some people though, man.
Yes,
we should. We should run down. I wish I had.
Let's run down the list. I mean, we're leading. I mean,
honestly, I wish I had.
It's like a saga, dude, and we're shy. We're a little shy, dude. This is our first podcast. We're holding back. Honestly, God.
Shout them down.
Shout him down.
God bless.
I love it. Gordon,
Don Merkin.
On, dog. Merk. You know what I mean? Big shouts to Merk. Big shouts to All Day Kelly Ray, who's just honestly probably one of the most calamari, probably is the most calamari person I've ever met in my life. Anywho, so let's go. Shouts to All Day for sure. Big shouts to Merk. Run down the list.
SEAL Team 69, Matt Taylor.
Big shouts to SEAL Team 69. Love you, boy. Oh my God, Matty Taylor. Just a fucking stud. Just an animal in his own right. Who else?
Bowski,
I think big shouts to Bowski, Gotti. You know what I mean? Gotti.
Amazing.
Golfer of the year. What a stud. Kyle Phillips. We got Aaron, my boy Ryan Montez. Got the whole Southern Oregon crew down there in Southern Oregon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, dude. We got the Calamari Messiah himself, Michael, the Stranger Barbuti.
Ooh, he is the Messiah. You know,
stabbing your wife with his putter. We got Bucky Coe.
Big shouts to Bucky Coe. Big shouts to just that segues into big shouts to Taylor Made.
Inventor of the 69 karat gold putter, certified.
That is
69 karat gold putter.
That is the truth. That is 100% the truth. Who else we got on the list, baby? We got big shouts to the whole team. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know who you are. It's Cool Bus, Ryan Murray. We got Cole Young. Big shouts to Cole Young out there. Metalwood doing his thing. Love you, player. We got
Trotty Golf.
Homies. We got Trotty, our boy.
We got Trotty on the mark
right now. Athletes, no big deal. He's kind of the guy. Darren Howard, big shouts to Darren Howard.
Mari boys, you guys know who you are.
You know who you are for sure. Young Dirty, love you, baby. Looking forward to what we got. Everybody, man.
Sneak peek.
So next
Big
drop.
sneak peek.
What's the next drop?
drop this Friday.
This Friday, which is have another
The
hit.
Calamari Sunshine.
It's the Sunshine
pack, dude.
So everybody listening, anybody that doesn't follow Calamari, please give them a follow on Instagram. Please go and check out their products as well. They're putting out sick hats and towels. The tees are where it's at, to be honest. If I'm going to shout out any of your products, that is what I would say it is. That's the hardware.
That's what we do.
That's our hardware. That's what we do. We are the horniest golf tee. You know what I'm saying? Out there.
Horniest golf tees in the game.
We've been doing pretty, you know what I mean? Keep us up. It's like, you know, we do bi-weekly drops. We got some shit coming up in the holidays. We got some fucking badass collaborations coming. We've been blessed to be able to work with some really dope people. So definitely keep your eyes out. Go check us out. And first, the next drop's coming this Friday. And then we got some really special shit coming this fall. So keep your
ask
eyes
your mom about
peeled, baby. Yeah, definitely ask her because she definitely knows.
She has the scoop, dude.
The inside scoop.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you for coming on.
It's so inside.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. And we're going to have you guys on again.
Yep,
Okay.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Later,
All right,
brother.
fellas.